the confronting realisation was, if I don't look after myself, no one will. And that was
It used to
horrible
be, it's not for
because,
me.
yeah, that's right. Because I think somewhere in the back of my heart or mind was like, oh, I'll be fine. Someone will buy me a place, or yeah. I don't know. I just assumed that someone else would do it for me, but when I realised, no, it's got to be me. Um, so after the fear dissipated a bit, I felt a bit inspired, and I applied my creative, energies into like, hey, this is going to be really good one day. I don't know how, or where, or when. So I borrowed books from the library on just whatever, like caring for old houses and how to do paint your own tiles in the bathroom, and the girls' DIY guide to having a house. As if yeah, that's what I did. I borrowed some books from the library on what you would, and what you would do if you were a home loan. I thought, okay, let's imagine I own it. Like, those locks would be under my responsibility, or, like started thinking in that way. Yeah, this is
Wow.
mine. I've got to look after it, sort of thing.
So you're moving from effectively, unuseful beliefs or negative beliefs, old belief systems, and you're rebuilding that belief system by the actions that you're taking. Okay, this is what it would look like. This is the stuff that I need to understand. This is the responsibility I need to take. But you're building that sort of image of what that looks like, and that's incredibly powerful role playing to be able to transition that story into the story the results that you've been able to achieve off the back of that.
Yeah, Mum used to say, "You can't do anything without money," and she was right. I just thought I could live without money for some reason, but you can't. Mum taught me that, just three envelopes. When you get paid, take the cash out of the bank. This is before you got charged to do that, and divvy it up. And so
Yeah.
I did that diligently. I did that absolutely diligently every fortnight, and things started to change then. So yeah, it's like the Money Smarts system. When I've read the Money Smarts book, and it's like, yeah, jars, envelopes, yeah, it does work. It can change you
I've been talking your
from.
language.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, definitely. It's like, yay, envelopes, yep, jars. I love it. Love it.
There is an interesting part about what you actually did. Also, as part of that role playing, when you went and had a look at these open for inspections, what did you do?
Yeah, I played the role. I got dressed up, and I figured, okay, this is okay. Even though this is about cozy home, slopping around in your tracky dacks and drinking tea all afternoon, these locations, homes, but it's actually a business transaction. I figured, so I got dressed up in my like interview level best clothes, and I just held myself, and I felt confident. I treated it like it was work. So I played the role of prospective buyer, which I was. I mean, they didn't know I didn't have a deposit ready, but it was growing a little bit. But yeah, so I just I wanted to see. Well, by then Peter had suggested to me, go to open places, actually go there, physically go there, because you need to see what price people are asking for what type of places, and you'll start to learn. So I just learned on the job like that, yeah. And yeah, there was one, like, it was just me and the agent looking around. Like, he turned up in a really expensive car. I was waiting out the front, and he rocked up and unlocked it, and I was looking around. My phone rang, and so I looked like a you know business person on the go
Powerful
kind of thing.
executive.
Yeah, I know. It's like, can I call you back? Yeah, it was
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah. Rupert Murdoch, can I just call you back later on? Thanks very much.
Basically,
Yeah.
yeah. Rupert, I've
Yeah.
told you
I
before.
mean, okay, so you've taken on this persona. You're telling yourself better stories. Can you take us through where you are at these inspections to trying to get serious about what you're doing to what you actually needed to do to get onto the property ladder?
All roads led to, you got to have a deposit. You got to have a big enough deposit. That was the step that I could see. Wasn't too big a mountain, but it was still a mountain to climb.
My question is, how did you discover that you could move from saving $50 a fortnight to $500 a fortnight? Like, what did you do in your budget? I mean, I know I can see here you're a user of more. You've discovered the Money Smart system, but what did you start sacrificing things, or you just didn't realize there was just that much money available to me if I did streamline my general expenses or my discretionary versus my non-discretionary expenditure?
Yeah, I definitely pulled back on expenditure. It was like, when you sort of life pushes you into a corner, you do what you need to do. So it's like, well, this is my chance. This is a chance. Might be the only chance. So yeah, I think my pay would go up every year a little bit. Rent was fairly low. I did go without quite a bit. I didn't have much of a life. That was fine. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to just be cozy. I never went out at night. I just bought cups of tea.
So none of the the concerts, the shows, the musical events
Oh
that you would have gone to traditionally. So all
yeah,
of that.
forget it.
So you're now doing your hard.
Yeah,
So you're focusing on
yeah.
doing this hard bit. And how long did that take before you then reached your target of deposit? Like from start to finish, was it 4 years, 5 years? How long?
Oh, I think it was about three. Because I already
Great.
had saving happening, and yeah, I don't quite
Yeah.
know how it happened, but yeah, I was really not spending much money at all, and I was watching the savings balance grow, and that was quite entertaining, really. So yeah,
Quite an
it was
interest.
all
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, it was all a new world, and yeah, I was into it. I rode my bike around everywhere. I think I bought home brand, tuna and yeah, but it was sort of fun to do that. It was time. It felt like the right time to do that. Yeah, I need to add too, another big thing I realised during the process was once it became clear to me the type of property that would be suitable for me. That um, there's no way I would have been able to buy a 5 bedroom house in the suburb I'm in. I'm only 8 k's out of the CBD in Melbourne, right?
Yeah.
Um, I was already in the type of property that I knew I wanted to buy. I think that was the final piece of the puzzle. It's like, 2 bedroom apartment here in this suburb.
Yeah.
And it just felt right,
Highest
just clicked.
decision quadrant.
Yeah, it just clicked. I think that was a real clicking moment when I knew, yeah, this was going to work. The world was going to meet
So good.
me doing this. Yeah, that's it.